On 22nd of August, it's a Tuesday, 2:15 in the afternoon. I'm back in Australia. This is my first blog back. I was in Bali last week for about 8 days as part of my coaching business that I run here. I've got a gym as well. I have come back with a bit of a Bali bug. Seemed to pick something up on the first or second day, and I think it was probably the airport or the airline itself or the bus trip up. And then I've got it in the last couple of days. So excuse my husky voice as I try to get through this video. I'm going to try to keep it fairly short, but I've got a whole heap of little gold nuggets for you and give you a little bit of insight of what's to come. I've got some exciting news. First thing I wanted to do was talk to you about EMF. I've just set up a standing desk, and reason being is because I herniated my L5 and S1. Anyone that's herniated their discs in their lower back will know that it's one of the worst things you can do. Very painful, can't sit down. If anyone can relate, I do suggest if you're an office person, get a standing desk, throw out that chair and start standing. You do get a little bit fatigued when you first start by standing up on your feet all day, but you definitely will feel better. You can move around freely, just as I am here. But what I also wanted to do was remind you that I'm a big advocate for cellular health in regards to my coaching. For various different reasons, and it's not just about how you look and how you feel, it's about life itself. Electromagnetic frequencies are very, very dangerous to us, and that includes Wi-Fi. And the way I look at it is that when we're overexposed to electromagnetic frequencies that do not align with our cellular biology for extended periods of time, there's an adverse effect to our mitochondria, which releases certain proteins and certain electrical responses into our cells, which could regulate our hormones and life itself. And what happens is if we are unlucky, that's where I feel a lot of our sicknesses and illnesses can manifest from, and actually support different ailments and conditions, you know, and even simple things like headaches and skin conditions. And if you want to get down into cancer, I mean, leukemia has been attributed to certain electromagnetic frequencies and certain things like that, you know, big power lines. And I think at a society level we sort of understand it, but we can't see it, and because we can't see it, we forget about it. So because of technology and the fact that I think technology has not necessarily been released with our best intentions in regards to health, I think we need to be really aware. Now, I've got one of these little devices. I have done this before, but this is a gentle reminder. Now, I do little checks of my environment. Now, I've got an Apple Mac, which you can't actually see here, but it does actually trigger. I'll just turn, have I got that on? Yeah. So now it's on and it's starting to show that little red light. Now, I'm very mindful of how close I stand to my computer, and that's why I got this, and I'm standing back about a metre. I've got a big electrical box up here, and it was off the scale when I'm within a metre. So all I wanted to do is just get you, I suggest getting one of these. You can get it on eBay. Go around your house, have a look at all the little pockets and microwaves and all sorts of certain things, and just educate the kids and remember that electromagnetic frequencies that are not as nature intended are very harmful. And I think what we've got to do is we've got to try to find and litigate the effects of these, and I think we need to do more. It needs to be a conversation that we need to discuss a little bit more, but that's just a quick one. Into some cryptocurrencies. Monero shot up over 100%. It's retraced a little bit. Reasons why was because people are buying up early as news of getting it onto BitHum or BitThumb or BuyThumb, depends on your interpretation of this particular Korean exchange. And they are giving a 1% incentive for putting Monero into this exchange. So that's going to be released, I think, on the 27th of August. So it's the 22nd here in Australia. So from the 23rd to the 27th, they've got this 1% incentive program. So a lot of people were getting in early. It could be just buy on the news, buy on the rumour, sell on the news type of stuff. But I do believe a lot of other people were actually getting their Monero, putting it in their wallets and getting it ready for the exchange opening up. And I'm on the page here. I can't see Monero listed as yet, but that's going to be on the 23rd. So you might actually find that it might have another couple of ups and downs, or it might hold. I think it's at around about 100 Australian at the moment. But that's the reason why Monero, not financial advice, just be mindful that these pumps and dumps do happen on news and certain things like this, and this big news for Monero. So well done to them. I'm just going to close that. Next one was, what's this? Little gold nuggets. No, I've got an email that I wanted to share. Since I've been doing my videos, I think there's, I've got my own style, and I'm just being who I am. That's me, and sharing with you my perspectives. And I think some people are relating to that, and I've been approached by a couple of companies to do, or if you want to call it shill, I don't like that word, share information on their ICOs and things like that. Now, I've only ever done that for Pillar Project, and I think the thing about this is that, I'm just going to turn that off, it's making some beeping. If I'm going to do videos on any ICOs that there's going to be a remuneration or a reward, I'll make sure that I tell you upfront and prior. And I'll never do an ICO with the intentions of shilling or to further my own financial position. I'm already doing okay in life. I'm a coach. I like talking about these things. I'm actually interested in cryptocurrencies, and that's why I did these videos from the start. And I've made that pretty clear. If people haven't got that yet, well, that's not my problem. But at the end of the day, I will be sharing with you ICOs that I'm investing in or that I believe in, or if I can make a remuneration from it, I'll make sure that you guys know beforehand. And at the end of the day, it's all just sharing, and we're having a conversation, and we can make our own decisions because we think for ourselves and we put our money where we need to do as relevant to our own circumstances, and that's common sense. So those three ICOs that I've got, I am doing some background information. I'm not going to necessarily share with you what they are today. I'm going to wait for this reply email, and then I'll share with you in my next video, just so we're on the same page. And if there's one of those that I'm not going to invest in, I'll let you know. But I might give you the link, and you can go and do your own research. So that's happening. Pillar Project, just came across this. They've got a Pillar Project design contest for their wallet, which I think is a brilliant idea. Incentivizing talent and getting people to come in and share their talent and for a reward. I think they've increased this up to about $15,000 US for a base design of the Pillar wallet. And they've got their own version. I've seen a couple of videos, and they've got some demonstration existing wallets and ideas, and they're trying to get the community involved, and I think this is a great way of engaging talent. And if that interests you, you can go to Pillar and have a look. And I'm not getting, there's no bounty on that. I'm just sharing that because it came into an email, and I thought, oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I just thought I'd share that with you. If you're amazing talent, how about you give that a crack and create a really cool template. So that was Pillar. What else have we got? I've got written down, what's happening, I suppose, at the moment is that we've seen a lot of big money come into the market. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin itself, Neo. A couple of the ICOs got pumped earlier last week, Populous and a couple of those other ones. There was another one, 10x, doubled, 100%, and it's retraced. Very, very common behavior in cryptocurrency world. Do not buy on the FOMO. It's going to burn you. If anything, and this is what I did my big major trade. I bought Neo at $6 and $12. And while I was in Bali, I didn't have access to my coins because I didn't have my Pillar smart wallet yet. And it went to 60 Australian dollars. And I thought, I'm going to sell, but I couldn't. However, I did sell last night and have taken my, 10 times, almost 10 times, 8 times gains, 7 times gains. And I'm just going to allow Neo to settle down a little bit after its aggressive pump. And I think that's pretty much the rule. This is not financial advice. But if you've got a little bit of a kitty, it's not a bad idea just to keep something aside for the purpose of just that, which is investing for a specific profit and then selling it, as I have with Neo. Now, there's no doubt that I will buy some more Neo at the right time on a low and put that as part of my major portfolio. But at the moment, I've just taken that whole win and I've moved it into Stratus actually. just to let you know what I did today, not financial advice. I've watched it at 6:40, 6:30 Australian 3 or 4 times, and it's doubled into the teens. And instinctively I went, stuff it, I'm going to put my earnings from Neo into Stratas today. And if it goes to $8, $9, $10, I'll sell it again, and then move it to the next thing. That's what I'm doing at the moment. In the next month or so, I don't really know what's going to happen. The WebBot report did talk about August being crazy, and we've seen it being crazy for everything but Bitcoin goes up. So does the overall value of a SAT, or the SAT percentage of that particular alt when it's pegged to Bitcoin. But what's going to happen, I don't know. I think it's now time to really place your investments on the cryptocurrencies that are going to get through the next 12 months. I think there's going to be a real big shake-up. You never know, we might see a second wave that we saw in May. I don't know if we will see it. There might be one more, just to try to get the world paying more attention to cryptocurrencies, because I think that's what the whole purpose of May was to get everyone talking about it, and the big boys came in and they bought up everything, maximised their potential and everything, and then they just bled it very, very systematically over 45 to pretty much 2 months now. Very, very smart, especially when you've got big money, you can do it. But what I'm looking at is just, I'm consolidating, I'm being patient, I'm trying not to look at the markets too much. Except for this one particular strategic trade that I'm looking at making once a week to make 5–10%. And I think that's all I'm going to be doing. It's less stressful for me, and I feel like I'm going to have a better result. But again, that's not financial advice. That's just me sharing with you what I wanted to do. What else did I have written down? Pretty much that was all. There's not much except for just those little gold coins. Gold nuggets, and also just wanted to say I'm back. I'm going to try to cut this video short because my voice is going. And again, if you've got anything you want to share, let me know in my video. Also video comments on YouTube, and as well as on Steem at Sebastian Jago. In regards to future WebBots reports, I have unlisted all of my WebBot reports because Cliff High did come onto my page. He didn't actually write me anything formal in regards to emails or anything like that. He just came and trolled actually on my YouTube, and I respect that his content is his, but he came on and just told me that he was going to copyright ban me or whatever. So what I've done is I've unmonetized them, and I've unlisted them, and I'll probably make them private, and I'll put them somewhere on my own website, and might even just keep it to a private level, and we'll create a channel where people who are interested in my opinion, which is copyright, okay, it's not really, it's just an opinion. I don't know if you can copyright an opinion, can you? But yeah, in regards to the future, I'll probably keep doing it. I might not actually show it on the screen. I might do it in a different way. I might not read it out as much. However, in regards to my last few reports, all I did was read out what I felt was interesting. And then I gave you a review on what I thought about it. It's like getting a book and actually just reading out a paragraph and then reading back and giving you a synopsis or an idea of how I felt about that. But that's life. People have their own opinions, and I respect if someone wants me to take a video down or something like that. That's what I have done. You can still find them, but it's a little bit harder. I'm not too sure how the unlisting works. All I did was just did that. I'm not sure I think you have to have the link, or you have to find the exact terminology. But that's all I've got. Thanks for watching, guys. I will get back on it. I'm going to just try to heal. I'm going to share with you these 3 ICOs in one way or another. And I've got more stuff to come. So thanks for watching. Tune into the next video.